There is a phenomenon in professional sports known as the butterfly effect. One insignificant moment can ripple through time and rewrite the future. We love to obsess over superstar trades and draft picks, but sometimes the fate of the basketball universe rests on a bench player taking a meaningless shot in the final seconds of the season. The Eastern Conference playoffs have been chaotic this year. It has been over a week since the postseason began, and none of the series have concluded yet. The Boston Celtics have not only participated in this madness, but one could argue they are mathematically responsible for this scenario. To understand the pandemonium unfolding across the Eastern Conference, we have to travel back to the final regular game. The Celtics had already locked up their playoff seeding. Coach Joe Mazzulla made the logical decision to rest his starting players to preserve their health. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were comfortably sitting on the bench wearing their warm-up suits and enjoying the atmosphere inside TD Garden. On the opposite side of the court, the desperate Orlando Magic were fighting for their playoff lives. Their postseason seeding depended on winning this final game. The game was tight and physical throughout the afternoon. It defied the expectations of a regular season finale, where teams usually just trade baskets. As the final seconds began to tick off the clock, Boston found themselves trailing. They needed a miracle shot to steal the victory from Orlando. Enter Luca Garza. He is a talented but underutilized backup center who spends most of his nights cheering for his teammates from the bench. Garza caught the basketball behind the three-point line. With zero hesitation, he elevated over the Orlando defenders and released. The ball snapped through the net, giving the Celtics a miraculous victory. The game did not matter to their own playoff standing, but it secretly mattered to the entire league. When Garza hit that go-ahead three-pointer, he took the Eastern Conference playoff bracket and threw it into a wood chipper. He altered the future instantly. Had Boston missed that final shot and lost the game to Orlando, the playoff picture would have looked completely different for everyone. If the Magic had secured that victory, they would have locked up the number 7 seed. This would have placed them inside the play-in tournament. Furthermore, that alternate timeline would have pushed the Atlanta Hawks into the number 5 seed to face the Cavaliers in the first round. Additionally, that alternate reality would have slotted the Toronto Raptors into the number 6 seed, setting up a matchup against New York. There is no telling how those hypothetical playoff series would have played out. Professional basketball is unpredictable and reliant on matchups, but thanks to the unexpected heroics of Luca Garza, all 4 first-round series in the Eastern Conference are guaranteed to go to 6 games. The historical rarity of this scenario cannot be overstated. The last time every opening round series went to at least 6 games was long ago. Coincidentally, the Boston Celtics organization was involved in that historical anomaly as well. This proves the franchise has a flair for drama. Before we dive into the rivalry between the Celtics and the 76ers, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This unprecedented pandemonium could end abruptly in Game 6. But the fact remains that Garza had a massive effect on how everything unfolded in the playoffs. The most ironic twist of this butterfly effect is how that single jump shot directly affected who the Celtics were forced to play in the first round. By stunning the Magic in the final seconds, the Celtics inadvertently handed the 76ers the advantage of playing on their home court. The 76ers took that home court advantage and ran away with the game. They dismantled the Magic and secured the 7th seed. By securing that 7th seed, the 76ers set up their 4th postseason matchup in the brutal rivalry between Tatum and Embiid. This is a historical rivalry filled with dramatic playoff moments. It includes the bubble series and the legendary matchup where Tatum dropped 51 points in Game 7. The Celtics essentially chose their own difficult playoff poison. This happened because Garza decided to hit a clutch jump shot instead of missing against the Magic. The Magic have been surprisingly resilient after their postseason outlook bleak. They recovered from their finale loss and getting blown out by Philly. Everyone in the sports media wrote the Magic off as a dead team. They were seen as lacking playoff experience and firepower. But suddenly they are sitting just 1 win away from shocking the world. They could become one of the few number 8 seeds in history to advance. The mental resilience required for a young team to bounce back from 2 devastating losses is staggering. Pushing the best regular season team is amazing. As for the dangerous 76ers, they have not been easy to put down in this intense first-round matchup against Boston. The Celtics have blown them out twice in this unpredictable series. They showcased their dominance and superior offensive depth when clicking, but in one of their victories, the Celtics barely scraped by. They relied on difficult shot-making in the final seconds to secure the win. Furthermore, their two frustrating losses in this wild series have both come directly on their home floor. This silenced the Boston fans and caused panic. The series has been highlighted by a brutal Game 5 loss in front of the Boston crowd. The offense inexplicably stalled out, and Philadelphia dictated the pace. For that reason, any fan can wonder where the Celtics would be sitting right now if they had missed that final shot. They could have faced the inexperienced Magic. The Celtics dominated the Magic and swept them during the regular season. The Magic never actually managed to beat the Boston roster all year. The physical matchup against the Magic would have been a less taxing and mentally draining series for Boston to conserve energy for a title run. If Boston can finish off the 76ers tonight in Game 6 or ultimately in a Game 7, they will gladly take the hard-earned victory. But stressful times like these should make everyone wonder what easy path could have been theirs if they had faced the inexperienced team they beat before. The physical exhaustion and mental drain of playing intense playoff basketball against a division rival takes a heavy toll so early in the postseason. Jason Tatum is currently being physically battered on every single possession. The Philadelphia defensive strategy is designed to physically punish him. Joel Embiid is acting like an unstoppable human wrecking ball. He is forcing the tired Boston big men to exhaust all their energy, trying to protect the rim. The physical toll of this unpredictable, brutal dogfight is going to linger in the tired legs of the Boston players regardless of who wins the series. To think that all of this physical suffering could have been avoided. It would have taken just one bench player slightly changing the arc of his jump shot. It is the greatest irony of the season that an unselfish backup player, trying his hardest to win, inadvertently forced his franchise into the most difficult playoff path. The unpredictable, chaotic nature of professional sports refuses to follow any logical script. That unpredictability is exactly why we obsessively watch. Luca Garza will go down in Boston basketball lore not strictly for winning a meaningless game, but for unleashing total chaotic playoff pandemonium upon the East. Every single intense playoff possession and dramatic jump shot taking place in the Eastern Conference can be traced back to that one specific soaring jump shot in Boston. This beautiful, complex sport is organically built entirely on unpredictable, fractional, tiny moments exactly like that.